Experiment and turbocharge your business. In this video, you will learn how to develop your company through experimentation and testing. You will learn about the concept of the MVP, minimum viable product, how to develop a company through experimentation, and the procedure for carrying out tests. To develop your business, you need to learn about two ideas: MVP and experimentation. Both strategies will facilitate and accelerate growth. What is an MVP? MVP is an acronym for minimum viable product. Compare the MVP to a prototype. The MVP strategy is not to work on the product indefinitely. Instead, it's to create a basic version of a product, a prototype, deliver it to customers and keep improving it into the future. Use the strategy in the service sector. Instead of refining your skills indefinitely, go out to the market with what you have. Keep enhancing your skills and working on your offer. Many entrepreneurs delay selling because they want to refine what they offer. Many things can be done better. That's always the case. There are no perfect products or services. Compare the first iPhone to the latest one. Today's smartphones have been perfected. When premiered, the first model couldn't send text messages, copy and paste text, or even install additional apps. However, this did not stop Steve Jobs from going on stage and presenting the phone with pride. MVP development, experiments. Experimentation is a sort of MVP development. It's a strategy to the development of a product or service. The idea of experiments is about introducing changes as hypotheses to be verified instead of taking arbitrary decisions. You make changes as hypotheses for verification. For example, your website is outdated and needs to be upgraded. What do most entrepreneurs do in such a situation? They commission a new website. And what does this procedure look like in the case of an experiment? Define indicators that allow you to evaluate how effective the website is. For example, the number of people who fill in the contact form. Then determine how the indicators are measured. Launch a new version of the website using the A/B testing with some traffic redirected to the new version and some to the old one. And then draw conclusions and produce a better online version. The experimental approach is more purposeful. When you make a change in a company, you think about why you are doing it and what you want to achieve by doing so. Adding this extra step improves the effectiveness of the changes you are making. You also don't assume anything in advance by using experiments. You test solutions and see which option is most effective. What can you test in your company? Testing can involve anything from the entire design of a website to the font size of the Buy Now button. The largest players are able to afford the most advanced experiments. Riot Games, for example, tested the effect of colors on players' behavior in League of Legends. The study found that red chat messages elicit negative reactions from players and are more likely to lead to being critical towards other players or even insulting them. But blue messages evoke positive attitudes. This example shows that small things make a tremendous difference. Entrepreneurs often experiment with marketing. Here are items worthy of testing: the marketing funnel, headlines, prices, lead magnets, and forms. Case study. The best example of a company that has built its culture on designing tests is Booking.com. In 2021, the company ran 25,000 tests. That's almost 70 tests a day. How did they do it? They simply introduced every business change in the form of tests. Their large-scale operation enables them to test every detailed solution. Here's the example of an experiment they conducted. The replacements of the dashes on the menu with the menu text in a rounded square is being tested here. The company is testing seemingly small and insignificant changes, such as the size of images or the way single lines are presented in the offer. Of course, the company's scale of operation facilitates carrying out so many tests. However, its example is a suggested model to follow. The main idea: an entrepreneur's business path is one of constant experiments, corrections, and improvements. To learn more about minimum viable product and experimentation in business, visit our website www.themankaacademy.com.